Hi everybody, welcome back to MIKMILL. My name is Mikaela, and this is a place where we get to connect with each other through the practices of yoga, Pilates, and mindful practices as well. We are on day 24 of our 30 to 30 January challenge, and today's practice is a 20-minute rise and shine full body yoga flow. We're gonna play with some really cool dynamic transitions today, and this practice is just gonna feel good at any point in your day, I think. Maybe I'm bias. However, these shapes will be really nice if you do want to do it in the morning, just to really wake up and, get the blood flowing, get the energy flowing, get all the feel good vibes moving throughout you. If you want to follow along to the playlist, I've linked it below. You're going to hit play as soon as we hop on the mat together, and I'll see you there. Okay, if you're going to join me with the playlist today, we will hit play in 3, 2, 1, go. And we're going to start our practice off today in Balasana, child's pose. So go ahead and take your knees out fairly wide and then bring your big toes towards one another. Drop your hips back to your heels. Reach your arms forward and let your forehead melt down onto the mat. Now maybe take a little micro bend in your elbows so that you can just really let the arms get heavy, let them drop. Allow your belly to be soft. And if it feels okay for you to close your eyes, maybe you go there. Start to feel the flow and the rhythm of your breath and how it moves throughout this shape. And if it feels good just to let the breath do what it wants to do, you can hang out and explore that. Or maybe you invite a deeper breath, inhaling through the nose. Big exhale, sigh it out. Good, maybe 2 more. Inhale, fill up your back body. Exhale, big release. Feel the hips sink a bit heavier. 1 more breath, waking up your body, welcoming yourself here. And exhale. So good. Now gently press into your hands, lift your chest up a little bit, and thread your right arm underneath of the left. Try to drop your right shoulder down, let the side of your right face melt onto the mat, and take 1 deep breath. Inhale, and exhale. Good. We're just going to lift the chest, bring it back through center. Right arm reaches forward. And then left arm is going to thread underneath of the right. Melt your head down, gazes to the right side, feeling a beautiful stretch between the shoulder blades and your upper back. Still inviting a nice space into the hips and space across your low back. 1 breath, inhale. And exhale. Awesome job. Bring it back through to center. Both arms reach forward and keep your chest lifted a little bit. We're going to play with a cat-cow right here. So take an inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your chin just a little bit. Exhale, round through the spine, tuck your chin into chest. So keep your hips heavy back on your heels. It's an interesting variation. Inhale to lower the belly, feel the rib cage open, slide the shoulder blades down. Exhale to round, gaze underneath of you, trying to puff up the upper and middle back. Good, take 1 more, feel it out. I know it's maybe a bit different than what you're used to. It's different for me as well. Exhale to round. Awesome, and then come all the way up to a tabletop position. Bring your knees right back in underneath of the hips, wrists under the shoulders, and then spin your fingertips back towards your knees. So we're going to open up the forearms and the wrists a little bit. If this already feels like a bit too much, you can bring the knees in closer to your fingertips. Yeah, now just a little rock back and forward. We're not here for too long. We're going to be on our hands a little bit today, so it feels nice to give the wrists and the forearms some attention, some love. Breathe in and breathe out. Good, now tuck your toes. Release the hands, sit back on the heels, keep the toes tucked. Nice. Make sure your pinky toes are in on the party, okay? Get them tucked as well. It's a good old toe tuck, my friends. I promise you, And this might be uncomfortable, but it is so good to open up the bottoms of the feet. Maybe reach the arms up. Big inhale, feel that energy flow throughout you. Big exhale. If this is feeling too edgy, you can always shift forward a little bit. Hands can come onto your thighs. Maybe hands come right over top of the heart. One more breath in and out. Good, come back to a tabletop. Untuck the toes and then give your tops of the feet just a little pitter patter on the mat. Nothing like a good little toe tuck to start off your practice, right? Okay, friends, hanging out right here and stretch your right leg straight back in behind you. Hold. Can you feel your hip right in line with your ankle? And then start to guide your right toes to the bottom left corner of the mat. Tuck the right toes, so ground them down, and then just feel into this side stretch. You might even send your gaze over your left shoulder. One breath here, inhale and exhale. Bring your gaze and torso back to center. Squeeze your right leg tight, lift it all the way back up through to center. Good, and then I want you to slowly guide your right leg out and over to the right side. Ground the inner edge of your right foot down, and then start to send your hips back towards that left heel. You might even lift the right toes up. Reach those arms forward. Awesome, breathe in and breathe out. Now walk your hands over to the left side. Keep the left hand grounded, lift the hips and peel that right arm up and open. So you have a beautiful side stretch from right fingertips all the way down to the right toes. Inhale and exhale. Good, now slowly send the hips back to the left heel. Right hand comes down. Send the arms forward. You're back into that nice hip and inner thigh stretch. Maybe right toes lift up, breathe in. And breathe out. Good, you're doing amazing. Shift it back forward, almost like you're in that tabletop. Lift the right leg up. Sweep it back in behind you. Right ankle in line with the right hip. Big breath in. As you exhale, bring the right knee in towards your chest, round your spine and hold. Try to keep your knee just as it is. Tuck the left toes, lift the hips up high, keeping right knee in towards the chin and the chest. Now slowly lower the right knee down. It's gonna tap the mat. Left leg stays straight. Pike your hips up, bring your knee back towards your chin. Good, starting to feel that heat build up. Yeah, slow movement, right knee down. It taps the mat, arms stay straight, left leg stays straight. Pike the hips up, bring it back in. Take one more, lower it down slow. Pike the hips up, drive the knee in towards your chest, gaze forward, and plant your right foot up in between your hands. Awesome job. Can you reach the arms forward? Rise on up. Find your crescent lunge, high runner's lunge. Back heel is lifted and ground into all four corners of your right foot. Now take a big inhale. Exhale, bring prayer hands through in front of your chest. Take another breath in. Exhale, twist to the right side. Hold this twist. Now slow hinge forward and tap your left elbow to your right knee. Slow and steady, my friends, rise back up, but maintain that twist. Let's do two more. Little hinge forward. Draw your low belly towards your spine. Find that tap of elbow to the knee. Rise it back up. One more. We lower down slow. Right shoulder away from the ear. Press between the palms. Come all the way back up. Bring your chest through to center. Arms reach up. Inhale. Exhale, ground your left heel down, arms open out wide, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, gazes forward. So take a peek at your feet. Can you draw a line from your front heel to the inner arch of your back foot? And is your right knee tracking in line with your big toe and just second toe? Spread your fingers wide. Everything counts, right? All these little adjustments. It holds purpose in our shapes, purpose for why we're here showing up for ourselves today. Inhale to straighten through the right leg, arms lift up, gaze up. Exhale, bend your right knee, arms out wide. Take a big breath in. Exhale, bring your hands down to frame the front foot. Step your right foot back to meet the left And then maybe stay in your high plank, or maybe bring it down to the knees for this first one. Just hold, find strength in your core, strengthen your entire body, okay? Nice and strong. Now lower down, bend your elbows, they graze your side body. Come all the way down to your belly, all the way down. Take your feet out as wide as the mat. Good, now have your arms, forearms grounding down. Inhale to lift the chest, hold. If this feels good, you stay. Or if you want a little more, inhale to lift both legs up just a little bit, hold, breathe in. And breathe out, lower everything down, hands beside the chest, push back up to a tabletop. Hips go back to the heels, big toes come to touch, finding your child's pose. One breath in and out. Come back up to your tabletop position. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Reach your left leg straight back and behind you and hold. Imagine you're being stretched out from top of your head all the way down to the left toes. Good length and strength, friends. It's going to feel lighter, more controlled in your body. Big inhale. Exhale, guide the left toes over to the bottom right corner of the mat, and then tuck those left toes, ground them down so it's nice and steady. You can stay right here, or maybe you send your gaze over your right shoulder, feeling a little bit of an opening in that left side body. Inhale and exhale. Good, bring your gaze and your torso back to center. Lift that left leg up, slow and intentional. And then guide your left leg out and over to the left side. Left toes ground down, inner edge of the foot grounds down. It's right in line with your hip. I'll turn around to face you. We're gonna rise all the way up, breathe in. And then exhale, hinge the hips back so your bum drops towards your heels. Arms reach forward, left toes can lift up. Good. Say hello to your inner thigh. Hello, I love you. Nice, breathe in and breathe out. Walk your hands over to the right side. If the left hand doesn't ground, no problem, because you're gonna lift up and peel that left arm up and open. A beautiful side stretch. One generous breath. Inhale and exhale. So good. Now can you slowly lower hips back to the heel and then reach those arms back out in front of you. Stretch it out, lift the left toes up. Inhale and exhale. Shift yourself forward so that your wrists come underneath of the shoulders. Keep the left leg really straight. Start to engage every muscle. Lift the left leg up. Sweep it back in behind you. Hold. Breathe in. Exhale. Bend the left knee. Draw it in towards your chest and hold. You can round your spine. Lift from the middle and upper back. Now tuck your right toes. Pike your hips up. Think downward dog, upside down V shape in your body, but you're keeping that knee towards the chest. Now right leg stay straight, arms stay straight. As you lower the hips and you lower that left knee down, it might tap the mat. Inhale, lift it back up. Good, the slower you go, the more challenging it's gonna be, okay? And also the more intentional you are with it. So you're just honoring your body through every sensation you feel, through every breath that you take. We got one more here. Third time's a charm. Exhale, lift, 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 lift. Hold. Now gaze forward and step your left foot up in between your hands. Keep your back toes tucked. Reach the arms forward, rise up, high lunge. Again, your back heel is lifted. You can let the elbows bend a little bit if you want to soften the shoulders. Big breath in, my friends. Exhale, prayer hands come through in front of your chest. Take another inhale. As you exhale, twist to the left side. Hello, hold your twist. Inhale. Exhale, little hinge forward. Right elbow comes down to tap the left knee. Push into the left foot. Lift back up. Try to maintain that twist. Shoulders draw down. Two more. Little hinge forward. You find that tap. Good. Awesome job. Lift it up. Slow. Last one. Beautiful job. And slowly lift all the way back up. Now bring your torso back to center. Reach your arms up overhead. Take a big inhale. And exhale, drop the right heel down, arms open out wide for your Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. You can even take up more space on your mat if you'd like, feeling your hips open somewhat to the right side of your room, arms out wide. Big breath in, big breath out. Now make the movement bigger with the breath. Inhale, straighten the left leg, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, bend your left knee, arms open out wide, Warrior 2. Breathe in. Exhale, bring your hands down to frame your front foot. Step left leg back to meet the right. Find your plank of choice. You either have the toes tucked or you bring it down to the knees. What's feeling strong in your body today? Both shapes are absolutely perfect. Just hold and breathe. 3. Good, it's 2. Wrap your rib cage in. Now lower down halfway or all the way. Bend the elbows. Inhale, lift your chest, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips lift up, reach them back, downward facing dog. Let's take 2 full breaths here. Maybe pedal out your heels, shake out your head, spread your fingers wide, feel length in your spine. Good, 1 full breath, inhale. And exhale. Feels good to move, feels good to breathe. Gaze forward, step to the top of the mat. Make sure your feet are right in line with your hips, okay? Now bend your knees, come down halfway. Reach the arms right out in front of you. Imagine you're sitting back into a chair, back and behind you, deep hinge of the hips. Awesome, now reach the arms up, inhale. As you exhale, I want you to sweep the right arm back, little hinge forward. Inhale, reach right arm up, lift the chest a little bit. Exhale, sweep the left arm back, little hinge forward. Good, rise on up. Now, if this slow pace feels good, you stay. If you want to add a little bit more of a pace, you go for it. You reach, sweep, reach, sweep. You'll find a little more of the bend of the knees when you sweep the arm back. Breathe in, breathe out for 5, for 4. Awesome, 3, 2, last 1. Now stand up, reach up, breathe in. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. Inhale and exhale. Bend your knees one more time, friends. Utkatasana, chair pose. Reach those arms right out in front of you. Press into your feet big time. Feel your weight shifted back into the heels. Big inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, both arms sweep back. Bring your chest towards your thighs. Try and hold right here. Yes, you can. Maybe interlace the fingers at your low back. Maybe reach for opposite elbows and forearms. Now, can you slowly straighten through the legs? If they don't straighten all the way, no problem. And let the arms melt down. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Shake out the head. Notice what's moving through you. Good. Welcoming in that heart rate, that shift of energy. Welcoming yourself to this day, another day of opportunity. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, create length in your spine. Exhale, fold, release everything down. Now tuck or plant your hands and step your feet back. Keep the hips up, reach them back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. 1 breath, inhale and exhale. Good, gently come on down to your knees, pretty please. And then come to sit down on your bum. Bring your legs right out in front of you. Good, bend your right knee, bring it in. And then plant your right foot outside of your left leg. Awesome, take an inhale. As you exhale, slow twist to the right side. Right fingertips come behind you. Left arm can hold onto your right leg. And really use those right fingertips to help maintain length in your spine as you're breathing into this spinal twist. Wiggle out your jaw, soften your face. 1 more breath. And bring it back through to center. Good. Right leg's gonna release long. Bring the left knee in. Just slowing it down, neutralizing the spine with a twist. Left foot grounds outside of the right leg. Inhale first, lift up through the top of your head. Exhale, twist to the left side. Left fingertips behind you. Right arm, right hand can hold onto that left leg. Feel your belly expand towards your left thigh as you inhale. Let your body sink into the twist as you exhale. And back to center, pretty please. Good. Now just open your left knee out to the left side. Bend your right knee. Bottoms of the feet touch. Hold onto your ankles or your shins. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, hinge forward, fold. Let the head drop. Let your spine round. Stay right here, or maybe a gentle sway side to side. Openness in the back body, back of the heart. And using this posture to sort of symbolize this like bowing down to yourself, right? Honoring you, being so damn proud of yourself for showing up today. Making time for movement, making time for a deeper connection with yourself, with your body. Use your next inhale to come all the way up. And if you want to crisscross your legs or take a comfortable seat, you totally can. Reach your arms up overhead, gaze up, breathe in. Exhale, melt the arms and hands down. That feels so nice. Thank you for being here today. So much fun sharing movement with you. I hope you have the best day. You deserve it. And I can't wait to see you tomorrow for the next day of our challenge. Bye-bye.